Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. Is this Ehab?
Yeah, this is Ihab Jocelyn. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well.
Good to hear. Are you keeping warm out there? Is it cold in Colorado?
It's better than the past couple of weeks.
Well, that's good. That's good. Here in Arizona, it's always like either 70, 75, 80. We can't catch a break sometimes with
You
any
know,
of the seasons.
Arizona is. I went to Tucson. I remember it was
Okay.
like a 15-minute flight from from uh, from Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
And because we boarded the plane, and I'm used to international flights because I traveled to Sudan to see my family, so I'm used to like 18, 19-hour flights. So
Oh
we
my
boarded
gosh.
we boarded the plane, and 20 minutes later they said we arrived. So I thought this is nothing. This is an amazing
Oh,
flight.
wow.
Yeah, that's what I remember
Wow.
about Tucson, and the weather too. It was really nice, warm.
Wow, yeah. It's I think I've been to Tucson maybe I've been there once for like an exam, for a written exam, and it's
Mhm.
pretty. It's a little. I would say maybe like 2.5 hours maybe from Phoenix,
Mhm. Mhm.
but it's nice, but it's older. It looks older, like an older town,
Uh huh.
like the the area. But
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So I
But
usually like my favorite states are Texas
okay.
and Florida because I grew up in Sudan, a
I
really hot environment.
okay,
So I
yeah. I
prefer
love
hot
Florida.
weather. So places
I
like
prefer.
Texas, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer like the moisture in Florida. I have family in Florida too, in Orlando.
Uh huh.
And since I'm more a mature woman, but I have women in my family that live in Florida, but it's different for our skin. It's dry here and it
Mhm.
soaks up all the moisture. So we tend
Mhm.
to age a lot faster than the people in Florida because of the moisture. I would trade having moisture and humidity over dry.
Right.
I just love it's good for the skin.
My
Um,
Verizon manager my Verizon
uh-huh.
manager was in Orlando, so he kept. So I worked for Verizon for about 3 years, and he kept telling me to
Mhm.
visit, and we made many plans so that I can.
Yeah.
But then, as you know, obviously there's usually a lot of work, and we keep delaying and delaying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. No, I understand. But yeah, um, I wouldn't have it any other way though. But luckily, I have family to visit in other states because I have
Uh huh.
family in New York too, so they get these seasons,
Oh,
which is
nice,
good.
nice,
Mhm.
nice.
But yes, but other than that, I wanted to thank you for taking my call and scheduling the call to discuss the network engineering position.
Mhm.
Um, so just to give you a heads up, I am the sourcing specialist with Vivid HR Staffing, and I
Mhm.
help support our senior recruiter, Erin Armstrong, in her role, and she has provided me pre-screening questions just to help expedite things on this call so that when she does hop on a call with you, it will be a Zoom call.
Okay.
But before I do, I'll give you information on the company, and then we'll see if you still want to pursue it.
Perfect.
And then I'll ask the pre-screening questions. So this company is based out of the headquarters is in South Africa. They do have a site in Dubai. They're
Mhm.
making their presence here
Mhm.
in Phoenix, Arizona, and they're looking to grow within the Phoenix market. So it's a startup company here in the presence of Phoenix and the U.S. market pretty much. So they're trying to spread out, and there's also a site in Texas as well. But I
Nice.
know particularly that they're looking for somebody for right now in Phoenix, with the exception also with the ability to travel from what my understanding is, to travel also to South Africa, to Dubai, and also Phoenix and Texas. And I'm not sure when they expand where else, but I know it's a startup company. It's a great culture. fit as far as, the environment goes. They're laid back. There's a few people on the team that you would be, if selected, you would be interviewing with. It would be a panel, but how it starts is I'm kind of like screening you over the phone. Then Erin, she is a senior recruiter here with the HR staffing, and then we work cohesively together with the talent acquisition team member, Lenice Scott, and she is based in Texas, and she will also do another screening with you and then forward your resume to the team, which is Nilay. His name is Nilay, and Zinat Saleh, which is the other. So it would be like a 3-people panel, but respectively, they would be conducting it out of, Nilay and Zinat would be conducting it from South Africa. Just to throw it out there, just to get down to the nitty-gritty. I know the pay is up to $100K per year. There is some type of also other incentives, but that's something that you would be discussing with them if you're selected. And I know there's some room for negotiation with the salary, but I know that they're marketing it up to $100K. So I just want you to keep that in mind, but not like so expensive because it depends if it's within their budget, if you're looking to renegotiate. But I know that it's marketed as up to $100K. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Also be comfortable with taking calls or working, on a global experience where like different time zones, like, meeting calls, like if you're here in the States, you would be having a call maybe in South Africa, from South Africa or Dubai or Texas, just to give you heads up. So just to throw that out there. So for this particular position, they are looking for somebody who has a GPON, XGS PON experience, that passive experience, FTT H, FTTB, or even FTTX, like that's the umbrella, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
We're talking like fiber to the home?
Yes, fiber. Yes, they're looking for somebody who's fiber to the home, fiber to the business, having that last mile experience to the home as well. Also, if it would be great if you had also long haul, like city to city experience. That's also a plus, and also a global experience, meaning like supporting or traveling to different countries and also supporting that as well.
So Jocelyn, let me tell you this. Like I built literally the world's largest networks, because I started my career at Level 3 Communications, the largest ISP worldwide. People hear of AT&T, but AT&T is the largest in America. Level 3 is the largest worldwide. They have a network covering all corners of the world. Then I built worldwide networks for Microsoft, for Amazon, for this. So I have extensive experience building networks. I started a program about 10 years ago. What I do is I connect with people who I believe are exceptionally good in technology. And then I train them, and I offer world-class training. So I've been doing this. So I'm always working a project during the day, but this is my night work. So I train them. Train them, and I offer world-class training, meaning my students go to the Cisco exam, they get 100%. Cisco employees themselves are not able to get 100% on the Cisco exam, and I was a Cisco employee myself. My students can. I'm just kind of telling you the quality of my people. And then absolutely. I have them work with me on these projects, so I also give them the experience. Then I speak to a recruiter like you, because I'm connected to thousands of recruiters. I speak to a recruiter like yourself who works. So, and I have excellent, great relationships with recruiters. So I just tell them, I say, hey, I have this guy. He's a superstar. Talk to him. And then they just talk to the candidate and So everyone who completed my program, so from that point, it's a relationship between them and the recruiter. I'm not involved. I'm just telling the recruiter, this is a great person. So every single person who completed my program in the past 13 years is working today at America's top 15 companies specifically. We're talking Cisco, Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, Tesla, and Verizon, and so on. So from what you're telling me, I usually my rate is usually higher than the salary you mentioned earlier. I do have people, and take my word, they'll be happy to work for 100K. I have like 3 or 4 in mind right now. They'll be happy to work for 100K, and these guys on paper they may not be perfect, but as far as their knowledge, they are almost at my level. I may be just a step ahead given my age, but they're perfect. Because I know our company right now, Vivid HR Staffing, since it was previously owned by a company, it's formerly known as Elsner HR, but I'm going somewhere with this. So the owner of our company, of Vivid HR Staffing, just bought this company last year. So he's changing the name to Vivid HR Staffing. So it's still like small. So he's trying to gain clientele and, keep them. But we do not have a referral bonus, so to speak. Yeah. So I just want to put that out there. No, that's okay. These guys, like the guys I'm talking to, these are people that I invest 2 years, a year and a half, let's say. And in some cases, the least is 9-10 months, and in some instances, 2 years. Keep in mind, I'm working with people for 2 years, and it's usually a select few, like 4 people, 5 people, 10 people.
Yeah.
So, and I'm working extensively with them for about, let's say, a year or 2, and I'm teaching them every single thing I know.
Okay, and, so like also building, like sort of your expertise.
I wouldn't call it education. I'll call it knowledge transfer, because by the time they complete the program, they know every single thing I know. They do every single thing I can do. Like I said, it's I only look better because on paper, because I have many years experience.
Okay,
but these guys are perfect.
Okay, I appreciate that. But also for this particular conversation, I know I reached out specific to see if you were interested in the opportunity.
Right. So I'm open. Yeah. I'm open, except the 100K. I was making 100K 20 years ago.
Okay.
Or let's say 18 years ago, when I was at level 3, I was making like about 80 something, and then $80,000, and then I went to Cisco. I started making overtime. So 100 was my rate like early in my career.
Mhm. And what is it that you're looking for now?
I'm not looking for anything. I'm telling you, I can connect you with someone who will be delighted to have the 100, and they can offer a high value.
Okay, so let me see. Let me just, because I know for the years of experience.
Let me explain it to you. Like, you guys recruiters are kind of looking for a needle in a haystack, right? Thousands of people are applying, and you guys are trying to.
No, the thing is that we have found people, but sometimes they've been flaky. And
what I'm saying to have someone who has great technical depth, worked on some of the world's largest projects.
Okay.
Happy with the salary range.
Okay.
And very committed and motivated. That's the needle I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And your job is to call many people and review thousands of resumes and to figure out which person is the needle, right? I'm telling you, I have that needle.
Oh yeah,
and I'm looking to connect
and I
you with them.
appreciate that. No, I appreciate. I completely. Sometimes it's hard for me to find an F5 systems engineer, very niche. And I remember one time, maybe 4 years ago, I found two, and I was able to hire two of those.
Right,
And I was so excited, and I felt so smart about that I was able to
right,
find that needle purple squirrel, so to speak.
right,
Um,
right.
but yeah, so yeah, I mean, if you can pass along the information, the only thing is, they are looking for somebody who has 5 to 9 years of experience in telecommunications, specifically fiber optics network, ISP providers, GPON networks, ISP networks, and be flexible to, with the time difference.
So I have two in mind now, like who were
Okay.
in my program like 8 years ago.
Okay.
Abrar she was at Cisco for a couple of years, and now she's doing consulting. And
Okay.
another guy, Isam, was working for Microsoft. He worked for F5, the load balancer company, and then to Microsoft. And I believe he may be open to explore other opportunities. So I have two guys in mind now.
Okay.
But if you send me the job description, I'll be able to kind of see who's the, who's the perfect candidate for you, or who's the very candidate for you.
Network engineer, fiber optics. Let me see. Thank you so much. Ehab, please be attached. Earlier in the year, I would say about 3 months ago, they were looking for somebody who even had like a chief operating experience, chief networking engineer, but I don't know if that position is still open. But
if they have like chief position or like a technical leadership position, I'll probably be the perfect candidate for it, and I'll be perfect in every way. And here's why. You mentioned Africa, South Africa, and Dubai, right?
Yes.
I'm from Sudan. Sudan is an Arabic-speaking country, Arabic culture, geographically in Africa. So I'm both. I'm African and Arab.
Okay.
Meaning, think of Obama. Born to a white. So I have both.
I'm 28% sub-Saharan.
So you know what I'm talking about. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So in Dubai, I speak the language, I understand the culture, and it's not a second language for me. The language in Dubai is my native language, Arabic. And at the same time I'm African. So you're talking about kind of my culture, where I came from. So
absolutely.
So in technical leadership roles, especially if I'll be communicating or traveling to Dubai or South Africa, then I'll be able to add tremendous value.
Okay. Is it possible to share your number, what you're looking for, or do you prefer, if you are, let's say if they're looking to see your resume or for a higher position, I guess, would you keep that confidential, or would you be open to sharing what salary you are looking for in a leadership role?
When I say a number, it's kind of I'll be ruling out many companies if I say a specific number. And because let me just kind of tell you like my point here, because I was making, like, there were jobs that were making so much, and there were jobs that I was making 130, 140. So for me, it's not the pay. I look at other things. Like, I usually, when I go to an interview, I usually ask what are the short, medium, and long-term projects, not for the company, but for the team I'll work in. And that gives me an idea of how much value I'll add if I'm going to learn anything from the project. So, so it's not based on financials.
Okay. All right. I respect that. So what I will do is I will have the senior recruiter, Aaron, share your resume with the client because I know they're still looking to build out their positions of what they're looking for, meaning like laying down the job description, the titles of the position, the budget. They're still looking into that since we're at the end of the year.
Perfect.
So they're going to start doing the rehires in 2024, early of 2024.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So I will do that. And in the meantime, if you can definitely relay that job description that I sent over on LinkedIn to your prospects, that would be great. We would highly appreciate it. But yeah, I will get your resume over to the senior recruiter, Aaron.
And the people I have in mind, if they connect with you, they may not be a conversationalist like you or like myself, but just, like get them beyond, because some especially technical people, some are very good, but they're not the best communicators. So just get them beyond the first interview and then have them go to a technical interview. I think this is where they're going to demonstrate their value.
Because the way they operate, the way Zoom technology operates, it's completely out of our hands. So basically, let me see. I forgot the guy's name who interviewed last week. They would have to articulate themselves in a confident way and actually like a STAR plan of action. Let me see if I can find it. No, this is not it. Okay, let me see.
So if I understand correct, you're kind of giving me some information of how the interviews are like and that sort of thing.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find the feedback of what they mentioned.
Okay.
And why one of the candidates didn't go through.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Okay, I may have found it. Okay. Unfortunately, the candidate's background skill set is still not strong enough for this role. Our network engineer must be able to convey their qualifications confidently as well as clearly and be able to talk through their technical background abilities. The network engineer must be able to communicate clearly and effectively. They should speak with confidence and paint a picture that highlights their skills and qualifications. Additionally, this candidate has to be prepared to answer technical questions in depth. A plus to the candidate as if they are able to do so in a manner that demonstrates their hands-on experience.
That's excellent. That's excellent because the guys I have in mind, they can speak to a large technical depth and they can tell you the details of their projects because they know the project in and out. They may not be able to engage a conversation about the weather in Florida and this and that. Some people are just introverts, especially technical people. But as far as interviewing and presenting their projects and discussing their knowledge, they'll do an excellent job, I'm certain.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. That would be very helpful for us. And then, again, I'm going to share your resume with Erin. She's our senior recruiter. And so we can hopefully have you somewhere within the company at a Zoom Technology to see if they have anything available, because I know they had the position open, and then now they're just looking for a network engineer. So who knows what has changed, but they're still in the changing early stages, budgeting, being a startup between Phoenix and Texas. So I will definitely keep you updated after the holidays, after the New Year, because this is like
perfect,
Christmas
perfect,
week.
and Happy New Year in advance, and Merry
and you
Christmas.
as well. And Merry Christmas to you too and your family. I appreciate it. But yeah, so
Good
I'm
talking
gonna
to you.
over to Aaron.
Okay.
And from my mouth to God's ears, something will come to your table, and that it'll be worth good for you and the company. And if anybody's interested in the network engineer on with the company, that would be great also.
Amen.
Whichever way it goes, full circle.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I will definitely, let me see. So January 2nd. All right. So January 2nd, I will send you a message.
Perfect.
Or as an early reminder, if you were able to connect with the two candidates and if they seem like they're interested, and so on. But I did send you the job description in its entirety for reference.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much, Ihab, and it was a pleasure speaking with you, and stay tuned.
Likewise. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.